let's get to the Eagles side of things. Is this viewed as, look, somebody knocked on their door and it was too good to not do? They already have two others, right? They improved on one of them and they coughed up another into next year. Is this, could we view this as a hedge on Jalen Hurts again? Is that a possibility for us to take a look at it that way? Do you think?
Yeah, I don't think it's a possibility. I think that's exactly what's happening. I mean, I think the Eagles' attitude is, listen, the market is not allowing us to maybe go after what we'd like to find in a quarterback now, and we saw some positives in Jalen. So no harm in giving him another year. Let's see how much he can develop and where we're at. To be honest, I think they're a little skeptical about that. But what they're trying to do is make sure, and this is maybe nobody in the league that if we look at their history all the way back to when we got Donovan McNabb and look what they did with Wentz and Michael Vick. I mean, there's no team in the league that has demonstrated their commitment to try to get a difference-making quarterback than the Eagles. I mean, just look at how much they traded to get up in Wentz. Let's forget they ended up getting the evaluation wrong, but it was a real commitment to trying to get a difference-making quarterback. So I think what the Eagles are saying, okay, this is kind of no-lose. We're getting great value in the trade. If Hurts turns out to be the guy, we've got all these resources, 2 ones this year, 2 ones next year, plus these other things, to surround him with even better talent. If he's even better than what we think he is at the moment, we got a great plan to go forward. If not, they've positioned themselves at this early date with as many resources available to trade up and get one of the quarterbacks who will be in next year's draft. Everybody seems to agree is a lot stronger than this year's draft, although that's not a very high bar to hit. So I think that's exactly what it is. The Eagles are creating an insurance policy here, and frankly, one I think they're probably going to need. But if they don't, no harm done. And if they do, very smart to have anticipated before it was too late, or some of these other teams had made trades and weren't still interested in having this kind of a conversation.
Walk me through the skepticism on Hurts, Joe. Walk me through.
I think that you're seeing a quarterback who, in a run-oriented offense like what they ran the second half of last year, what we see the Ravens doing, what we see somewhat what the Arizona's doing, is doing with Kyler Murray.
Mm-hmm.
I think he proved he can be very effective in that scheme. I don't think, and I've known Jeff Lurie for a long time, worked with him for a long time, and Howie Roseman as well, I think that they'd like to find a quarterback that can actually carry the team and be talked about in the top 5, worst case, top 7 quarterbacks in the league. I just think as you look at to me, the keys to the quarterback are how quick is he processing and how accurate is he throwing. If you can check both those boxes and the arm is at least adequate, you can win a lot of games in the NFL. I think when it comes to the processing part, and I want to say this carefully, processing is different than intelligence. I've worked with people, saw quarterbacks that were super smart people, but they weren't necessarily the quickest processor on the football field. And I saw people that I didn't think were that smart, and they had incredible instinct on how to process quickly on the field. So I'm not making a dissertation here on whether Hurts is smart or not. I'm just talking about the specific skill at processing quickly as you're about to get the ball snapped into your hands. I think there was some concerns there about just how quickly he processed, and maybe more time will improve that. And I think his accuracy is just okay. So if they're truly looking for a top 5 to 7 quarterback, I personally don't think they have it in Hurts. And they're set up now that if that turns out to be true, they have a chance to get that guy.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.